we are really excited to see how we can utilize smart recommendations on the website. But what if you want to kind of even optimize experiences beyond website on your mobile app or even TV or smartwatches and various other platforms? And this is one of the use cases that we heard. And what if you want to kind of do experimentation personalization beyond just design elements and beyond some of the banner changes and image changes? What if you want to kind of really experiment with like changing your navigation? Or what if you want to kind of change the overall kind of like the checkout flow from 3 steps to 2 steps? What if you want to change your sorting pages and even recommendation models and so on, right? So for any of the complex experimentation types and requirements, and that is where we felt that there's a need to have a better versatile solution. And to solve this problem, we are introducing server-side personalization. Server-side personalization is a new way to really run complex experiments and also personalize them for different customer segments and cohorts. So you can have these complex experiments which can be run for differently for new visitors versus existing visitors or or even users on mobile app as well as other touch points. I can take a few examples to kind of explain how it works. For example, we have a fashion clothing company and we have a growth manager, John, who really wants to improve, whose goal is to improve conversions on the website or mobile app. And he wants to make it easier for users to find what they want. But so which means that he wants to experiment various navigation options. When you're showing various products, he wants to be able to kind of show different sorting filters, and he wants to figure out which sorting filters work better. And he wants to be able to experiment for certain customer segments of users. So now to solve for, and at the same time, he doesn't have the required engineering bandwidth to do all of this, right? And that's where server-side personalization comes in, where through server-side personalization, through one-time implementation effort, he will be able to really kind of do different experimentations on, like, let's say navigation or like sorting filters, and also kind of even the kind of products that needs to be kind of shown. So you'll be able to kind of do all sorts of these experimentation and personalization combinations with our server-side product. Now, taking the second example of an OTT company. Now, if you take an OTT company, which is basically a media streaming platform and which basically has mobile apps and like a TV application or even a website. And for Amy, who is a growth manager, her key KPI is to really increase the viewing time on the OTT platforms. And she wants to be able to kind of deliver personalized content and recommendations to each individual customer. And she needs to be able to kind of really experiment with different recommendation algorithms. She needs to be able to figure out how to kind of have different sections and really kind of order the sections depending upon each customer cohort. And at the same time, she wants to be able to kind of do all of this on an ongoing basis without the dependency on engineering or IT. And that's where MoEngage server-side personalization comes into picture, where she can leverage both MoEngage smart recommendations as well as server-side personalization to actually kind of experiment with different recommendation algorithms or models. And she can deliver these across TV, mobile apps, as well as website, all of them kind of powered at the one single place instead of having to do client-side experimentation. And thereby she's able to kind of improve the conversion rates and watching viewing times and so on. Yeah. And one of the important value of a server side is that today when you use client side, sometimes for some of the top banners, you might see certain minimal flicker for the client side experiments to kind of generate. And that's where with server side personalization, you see no flicker effect or performance impact. And that's one of the important values as well. And you can also do this across platforms. And to just give a comparison of both client side and server side, the best part is that both you have that flexibility of you can do certain experiments client side and you can also do certain complex ones server side. And client side is very easy to use for marketers, and server side can be very more relevant for product and technology teams so that you can actually kind of do a lot more complex experimentation. And we just kind of giving comparison of the kind of different aspects, whether there's any performance impact, the support for, like, let's say if we look at client-side personalization, today's support for website and mobile website, where server-side is supported for all touch points like mobile app and TV and so on. Yeah. And with all the things that we have talked about in terms of the Sherpa AI capabilities and with the unified AI capabilities of MoEngage, we are able to help brands really deliver experiences that your customers love. We are able to kind of help you as a brand really stand out by really delivering, by understanding propensities of each individual customer, helping you to kind of deliver those personalized recommendations at the best at the best time on the most preferred channel. And you're not only personalizing the outbound communications like email or notifications or SMS, but you're also kind of creating the connected experience on your website as well with the website personalization and server-side personalization.